Be prepared to be blown away by this quick demonstration of crushing the opponents with Owen's defense. I'm Lwando Masoga, and let's get started. I was playing black in this position, and my opponent started with e4. I played b6, knight to f3, bishop to b7, attacking the e4 pawn. d3 was played, defending the pawn. I played e6, opening more lines, and my opponent played g3, wanting to oppose my bishop in that h1 diagonal. I played knight to f6, putting more pressure on the e4 pawn. Bishop to g2 was played, developing a piece. Bishop to e7, and in this position both players castled king side. My opponent played knight to d2, opening the diagonal and preparing e5 in some variations. I played c5, taking the control in the center, and he played e5, opening that diagonal, attacking my bishop. So I had no choice but to take that bishop. Bishop takes on g2 was played, and then he captured the bishop by the king, and then I played knight to d5, putting my knight on a more active square than retreating to something like f8, g8, e8, sorry. Queen to f3 was played. My opponent was preparing to push c4, and then hopefully he would win some material. I covered the diagonal. Knight to c6 was played, and he played another strange move which I quite don't understand. Queen to e4. I think knight to c3 would be better, just continuing the development. So I saw an opportunity to finish my development quickly and to connect my rooks. So in this position I played queen to c7, because the queen would put more pressure on the e5 pawn, and I would connect my rooks as it is the strongest idea according to the general strategic principles of the game. So queen to c7 is the move that I played, and he just continued to insist that he's gonna keep his center, his strong center, which he believes. So he played f4, and here I saw an opportunity to attack him because of his undeveloped pieces in the queen side. So in this position I played another strange move which might not be considered great, but I played it anyway. f5, attacking the queen, and I was hoping he would capture en passant, and then I would put my bishop on f6 as it would have a strong diagonal. But anyways, he retreated by the queen. He played queen to f3, which is a move that I quite don't understand. But anyways, I continued attacking the queen. Knight to d4, attacking the queen, and the c2 pawn, which kind of made him scared in some way, that he ended up blundering, making a huge blunder that costed him the game. He played a blunder, I believe the blunder of the century, queen to d1, And in this position, I punished him. Of course, I played knight to e3, family fork, attacking the king, the rook on f1, and the queen on d1. And it was in this position that my opponent drew Stroyer, resigned the game. Well, there's nothing to play for in this position. I will just capture the rook on f1. I'm sorry, I would capture the queen. Of course, the queen has much more material value than the rook. Even if he pushes the king on g1, I'll just capture the queen, and then after he captures the knight, I'll just capture the c2 pawn, winning the other rook in the corner, and perhaps it's just time to resign. After knight to c3, I'll just capture the rook and bring my knight back, play queen to c6, and it's just time to resign in this position. I hope you guys will take into consideration some important ideas from this game, and if you're interested in playing this opening, which is the Owen's defense, I would appreciate that you mention your other comments, your opinions in the comments below. And if like 15 people would enjoy having me analyzing this opening more further, then hit that subscription button and comment that you would like to see another episode of the Owen's Defense, and I will do so.